Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be looking at 3 very profitable, highly profitable, semi-AFK to AFK methods which you can be doing on your downtime or when you wanted to relax a little bit to make some more money in Runescape. Now these are all going to be skilling methods, and I'll shout out the XP per hour and also the skill levels required, along with any other items beforehand as well. So the first one we're going to look into is actually doing these eternal magical staffs. Now, the runecrafting method for the eternal magic is actually very good, and the sell price for the staffs is significantly higher than the other eternal crafting methods. So to do this, what you need to do is to originally make your eternal magical staff, and what you can do is upgrade it by runecrafting with it at a runecrafting altar. So what I've got in my inventory is a full set of pouches, pure essence, as well as the weapon we're going to upgrade with runecrafting, along with Abyssal Titan and the Ethereal outfit. Now you can go to pretty much any altar you want, it really doesn't matter, but I'm just going to go and head over to the soul altar because it was my previously teleported with the Wicked Hood. Now, if you do have any charges with a Wicked Hood, this could be one of the best ways to use it, just because it's saving a lot of time running to the altar, and you can use it to go and upgrade your weapon more as well. Now when you get to the altar, what you want to do is go and configure, and when you configure it, you can go and change it to where you can go and imbue weapons with a left click option. So you don't have to right click all the time, you simply just go here, use the soul altar, and then you can begin to craft. So every single pure essence you use is working towards upgrading this weapon. You can see the progress and how much percentage to the next stage it is. Now, what you want to do is get it towards the saturated stage, because that's the stage where it's going to give people the most XP to go and turn it to the martial one. You don't want to do that. You just want to train your rune crafting by simply going to upgrade these staffs, and they will sell. Previously they sold for around 5 mil each, which when you consider that pure essence is the only real resource you're using for this, it's incredibly cheap. It's a really good way to go and get some XP and also making considerable amounts of profit. Now, you may sort of think, I would make more profit just doing normal runecrafting, and yes, you are correct, you probably would, but this is one way you're not having to pay too much attention running back and forward. Obviously, one upgrade I would make to my setup is to have the expansive pouch, because that's going to give you more essence and a much bigger pouch to utilize as well. But if you want to pay a little bit less attention and you still want to work on your runecrafting gains and you don't really fancy runespan and you want to make some more money, this eternal runecrafting is such a good method, and it's going to make you roughly around about 11.7 mil, which is a really high performing skilling method and a really good way to make some cash where you don't have to pay too much attention. Now in terms of XP per hour, you're going to get 271k per hour. With that kind of money is very good, to be fair. I actually enjoy doing this method, and yes, it's not going to be the most like AFK method where you're going to have a full 50 minutes AFK, but it's one where you don't really have to pay too much attention to, and especially if you've got charges on that Wicked Hood, you can simply teleport to war, go and use your preset, and then go straight back with the Wicked Hood without having to do too much running. So it can be a really good use of those Wicked Hood teleports if you do have any left. Now, you do need 104 runecrafting, but it's significantly better at 106. 106 is what I'd recommend you guys to do. And like I mentioned before, you can use any altar to do this, and it will work towards upgrading your weapon. But again, a really good method, definitely one you can go and do on the side when you're not having to pay too much attention to the screen. It will give you a couple of minutes of pure AFK time, but then eventually you will have to bank. But like I said before, that Wicked Hood does come in really clutch. So that's method number 1. Let's go and hop over to method number 2. So method number 2, again, one of the big hitters from the videos we've done over the past couple of years, is going to be Sharp Shell Shards. Now, Sharp Shell Shards is going to have one big requirement, and that's going to be the Extinction Quest. So if you're someone who has done the quest lines, or maybe this could be a goal for the future, the Extinction quest line is quite a big one in terms of the story of Runescape, and definitely going to give you some big unlocks along the way. Now this method is very good along with the other method with the dinosaur propellants as well, which is both going to require extinction. The Sharp Shell Shards is going to require 87 fire making, which isn't too big in terms of fire making requirements, and is going to give you 300k fire making XP per hour, as well as 13.1 mil GP, which to make money with fire making never really was the option. Obviously there's some other options now as well in forms of incense sticks, but to make 13.1 mil per hour is some serious profit. Now, for me personally, the bad eggs, I destroy them because I just think it's not worth running. I'd rather collect the good eggs. But what you're looking for is the good eggs rather than the bad eggs. The bad eggs, I believe you can go and use in the compost down here. I don't think you get enough reward for it, so I'm just going to go and destroy them just because it's an easy drag and then just destroy it all. It's really easy and I just don't see any point in it. If you guys do use the bad eggs, drop in the comments on why, and maybe I'm just got the method wrong. So once you've got enough good eggs, what you need to do here is run over to the incubator, and this is where you're going to get your fire making XP, and then also your Sharp Shell Shards as well. Now, what's important with this method as well is that you have no costs for it. It's a complete free method to do. All you need is the 87 fire making and the extinction quest to be able to do this. So if you're someone who's a little bit down on cash, looking to make some money without having to put too much money into it, this is an exceptional way to do it. And this and the dinosaur propellants are definitely ways I'd recommend people to go and get 99 fire making. Rather than fire making being an expense, use it to your advantage and make some GP from it, and you can make a decent amount of cash for some really good XP as well. 300k XP is not a slow rate for fire making, and you're making some cash along the side as well. So that one info we've done there, we have gained 352 sharp shell shards, and that's going to come in at price at 229k as well. A little bit more active than probably the rune crafting method, but the requirements are less and you don't really have to pay too much attention. Again, semi-AFK method, you can do it while doing something else on the side. You just have to pay attention every now and then just to move your character as well. Now, one thing you do get as well by searching the eggs, you do give yourself a chance to get some of the player-own farm animals for the Anachrony set. So you can get some dinosaur animals, which you can sell on the Grand Exchange, which just bumps your profits up a little bit more. One thing I would say when it comes to selling dinosaurs, sell them slowly because they are such a niche item. Not a lot of people will buy them on the Grand Exchange. You can normally get a much better price if you just put an offer in, leave it sell, and eventually someone will pick that up because dinosaurs do not come into the game in quite high volumes. People would have to actively go and kill the dinosaurs to go and receive the eggs, whereas you could just go and loot this as well. It's actually that good that actually looting the eggs and destroying the eggs just to hunt for dinosaurs is actually a profitable method, and it's around 7 to 8 mil per hour as well. So that is decent if you wanted to do that as well. But that is literally the method. You go and get the good eggs, throw the good eggs in the incubator, and then go get the sharp shell shards from it as well. You can also use these if you wanted to go and make your own dino arrows. Maybe it's throwing away a bit of profit, but if you wanted to, you could. And you can also ignite these for some really good fire making XP. It's basically 60 logs AFK you can do pretty much anywhere. So you can use it where people are using boosts and stuff. And it's just a solid way. And it's definitely something I would recommend people who don't have a lot of cash. Maybe you've just been hacked or lost their bank recently. You can go and make a lot of cash very quickly without having to invest anything in this. Okay, so the next one we're going to be looking at is going to be making Star Bloom thread. Now, what we're going to need for this is going to be some Star Bloom flowers. For every thread, you're going to need 2 Star Bloom flowers. So if we just quickly go and check what the margin is on these, they have crashed a little bit lately. So it could be a good time to go and invest and get some decent GP. We'll see what the prices of the other stuff are, but we'll be able to make some profit with it as well. So you can save yourself about 1,000 coins there. I'm just going to go and buy something like 100. We won't even do 100, but I'll do 100 for the video. So it puts 100 there. And then what we want to check afterwards is going to be the price of the thread. So for this, we're going to go and just see what it is. The Grand Exchange price still isn't correct. And it's so annoying that it's still not correct. So 26,000 coins for that. And then we're going to go and have a look at the price of a cloth. So I believe the flower goes 1-to-1 ratio into the thread, and then it's 2 threads into a cloth. So turning the sort of thread into the cloth, maybe not really worth it. You still make profit, but if you're going to make a lot more profit turning the flowers into the thread, as you can see here, the flowers is going to be about 9,000 coins profit each. And in terms of XP and GP, the Star Bloom cloth to actually make it is going to require level 100 crafting. 114k XP per hour, which is not great, but I think you accept that when you're going to do this method. It is going to be slightly less in terms of a crafting XP, but it's going to make you 12.3 mil per hour, which is really nice. Now, one thing I would kind of say is a big upgrade for this is actually using Fort Room 3 and using the Ranger's Workroom for it. Now, the reason why I recommend that is simply because it's going to be very close to a spinning wheel, and that is where you're going to go and make your cloth. So if we just go and grab this really quick, just go to the spinning wheel. It's simply 1 step away from the bank, and then you can just simply go and do that as well. 45 seconds it's going to take, and again, those flowers are a 1-to-1 ratio on the thread, so you're going to make just under 9,000 coins profit. If you wanted to afterwards, it's 2 threads into 1 cloth, but in my opinion, for the same kind of time, just make more flowers into thread because that's going to be the way to go and make some more profit with it. However, that is going to be the money-making methods. 3 very simple ones and 3 really good ones as well, which will make you a lot of money with it as well. Yes, some are more AFK than others. Some are very semi-AFK. I wouldn't even class the Star Bloom thread as AFK. You can just sort of take your eye off the screen for a couple of seconds before you need to do it as well. But all 3 are going to go make you over 10 mil per hour. Really nice, really good ways to do it as well. Some don't even require cash in the form of sharp shell shards. The Star Bloom flowers into the threads don't even cost that much as well. And even the Eternal Magical stuff doesn't cost you that much to get started as well. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed. I will try and do a couple of the higher level stuff as well. I know we always focus on the lower levels and the mid levels, and I do think those kind of accounts need more attention. But every now and then, we can always throw out a high level one as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.